Hello students, welcome to Smart World, a school of complete education. We are going to learn history chapter 4, the Vedic Civilization. In this chapter, we are going to focus on the Vedic literature, family system, day-to-day life, agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life, religious ideas, and political system. The Vedic literature, the civilization that is based on Vedic literature is known as Vedic civilization. The Vedas are considered to be our earliest literature. The Vedas were composed by many sages or rishis. Some Vedic hymns were composed by women. Vedic literature is in Sanskrit. The Vedic literature is very rich and diverse. The Rigveda is considered to be first text. It is in the form of verses. There are four Vedas: Rigveda, Yajurveda, Samveda, and Atharvaveda. The Vedic texts are known as Samhita. Ved means to know. The term Veda derives from Ved. It means knowledge. The Vedas have been preserved through the oral tradition. The Vedas are also called as Shruti. Rigveda Samhita. Each verse of the Veda is known as the Richa. So the Veda considering of Richas is called Rigveda. Richa means a verse composed to praise a deity. When a number of Richas are put together to praise a particular deity, the poetic composition is called as Shukta. The Rigveda consists of many Shuktas composed to praise different divinities. Yajurveda Samhita. The Yajurveda contains mantras uttered during a yajna. Rigveda provides guidance about how and when the different mantras must be chanted during yajna rites. This text includes the verses or poetic incantations and other explanations in prose. Do you know the meaning of Shuktas? O Almighty, make it rain in plenty. May we get a plentiful crop in our field. May there be plenty of milk for our children. May the cows come to our homes and stay happily in their pens. May they bear many calves. Arise, O people, darkness has vanished with the advent of dawn, and sunlight comes. Dawn has awkward the whole world. Let us pursue our occupation and earn riches. Samveda Samhita. The Samveda provides guidance on singing Rigvedic verses to a set rhythm and tune at the time of yajna rites. The Samveda has contributed in a major ways in laying the foundation of Indian music. Atharvaveda Samhita. The Atharvaveda is named after Atharva Rishi. This Veda is different from the other three Vedas. It is more concerned with many things in the day-to-day life of the people. It includes solution to advisories, diseases. It also provides information about medicinal herbs. The Atharvaveda provides guidance to a king about the way he should administer his kingdom. The Brahmana texts, Aryachas, and Upanishads were written after the composition of Samhitas. They are also included in Vedic literature. Brahmana texts, they were composed to provide guidance on using Vedic mantras in yajna rituals. Each Veda has independent texts called Brahmanas. Let's see. What is Aryan caste?
त्यांचं वाचन वगैरे काय त्यांचं त्याविषयीच असते आपल्याला काय.
The Aryan caste consists of the reflection or thoughts expressed after meditating with deep concentration in the forest or wilderness. The Aryan castes are concerned with accurate performance of yajna rites. Upanishads. The term Upanishad indicates knowledge acquired by sitting at the feet of the teacher. Human beings have always wondered what about events like life and death. It is not easy to find answer to them. The Upanishads discuss such serious and profound issues. The four Vedas, Brahmanas, Aryankas, and the Upanishads were composed over a period of 1500 years. During this long period, the Vedic civilization underwent many changes. The Vedic literature is an important source of the study of those changes and of the day to day life in the Vedic period. Family system, day to day life. Joint family system was prevalent in the Vedic period. The Grihapati was the head of the family, a man responsible for the family. His family includes his old parents, wife, and children, and also the families of the children, the younger brothers, and other families. This family system was patriarchal in the initial period. There are references to women scholars such as Lopamudra, Gargi, and Maitri in Vedic literature. However, slowly the restrictions on women went on increasing and their position in the family and society became secondary. The houses during the Vedic period were earthen or wattle and daub constructions. Wattle means woven lattice of wooden strips which is daubed with clay mixed with cow dung. A house was called griha or shala. The diet of the people mainly consisted of cereal like wheat, barley, and rice. From this, they made different preparations. Words like yaya, godhum, virshi, etc. can be found in Vedic literature. Yava means barley, Udum means wheat, and Virshi means rice. The Vedic people relished milk, yogurt, ghee, butter, honey. You can see houses in Vedic period in this picture. Black gram, urad, lentil, masoor, sesame and meat were also part of their diet. People in the Vedic period used cotton and wooden garments. They also used volcals or cloths made from barks of trees. Similarly, animal skins were also used as clothing. Men and women used ornaments of gold, floral garland, strings made of beads, etc. A kind of pendant called niksha seems to have been popular. It was also used as currency. Singing, playing musical instruments, dance, board games, chariot race, and hunting were the means of recreation. Their main musical instruments were vena, shantantu, cymbals, and the conch. Percussion instruments like damru and mirindas were also used. Let's move further to the Vedic musical instruments pictures. Let's see what is the agriculture, animal husbandry, economic and social life. Agriculture was the main occupation during the Vedic period. Many oxen were yoked together to plough the field. The plough had iron plowshares. The Atharvaveda considers insects, pests, and other animals that destroy crops and suggests certain remedies. Cow dung was used as manure. During the Vedic period, animals like horses, cows, dogs had special importance. Cows were used as means of exchange. That is why cows were highly prized. People took special care to ensure that their cows would not be stolen. The horses was valued because of its speed. The Vedic people were skilled in taming the horses and hastening them to the chariots. The chariots in the Vedic period had spoked wheels, which are lighter than solid wheels. The horse drawn and spoked wheels chariots of the Vedic period were swift and speedy. You can see the chariots in this picture. Here the horse is drawn and the chariot gets swift and speedy. Do you know? Horsepower is a unit of measuring power, the rate at which work is done by a engine. In this period, apart from agriculture and animal husbandry, several other occupations had also flourished. Artisans and people practicing various occupations were an important part of the social system. They formed independent organizations known as sherins or guilds. The head of the guild was known as the sherishit. However, slowly the status of skilled artisans became secondary. During this period, there were four varnas: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. A varna was determined by the occupation of people. In the latter period, the varna came to be determined on the basis of birth. This gave rise to caste. The caste system led to inequality in the society. During the Vedic period, certain notions about leading an ideal life had become well established. There were four stages or four ashrama from birth to death. The first ashrama was the Brahmacharya ashrama, or the period of staying with Guru to learn from him. The next stage after the successful completion of Brahmacharya Ashrama was Grihastha Ashrama. It was expected that during this period, a man would carry out his duties towards his family and society with the help of his wife. The third stage was Vanaprastha when a man was expected to detach himself from the household, retire to a solitary place, and lead a very simple life. The fourth stage was sannyasashrama. At this stage, the conviction was to renounce all relations, lead life in order to understand the meaning of human life, and not stay in one place. You can see the guru and the disciplines. Let's move to religious ideas. In the religious ideas of the Vedic period, forces of nature such as sun, wind, rain, lightning, storms, and rivers were given the form of deities. Vedic compositions pray them to become life giving forces. The Vedic people put offerings into the yajna fire to please them. These offerings were called Havi. The yajna is the act of offering Havi, the fire. Initially, the yajna rites were simple. Later on, the rules of yajna became harder and harder. The importance of rites went on increasing. This is the picture of yajna. People in the Vedic period had thought about how the natural phenomena occur. Summer is followed by the rainy season and rainy season by winter. This is the regular cycle in nature. The cycle in nature and the life cycle that moved with it were termed by the Vedic people as Rita. The life of all living life is a part of the cycle in nature. Disturbance in the cycle of nature leads to calamities. Everyone should be careful not to let it happen. Nobody should break the law of nature. It was believed that following these rules was to follow dharma. Let's see what we have to discuss. What could be the causes that upset the cycle of nature? What attempts can you make to avoid it? For example, what will you do for effective management of drinking water when there is a scanty rainfall? Political system. In the Vedic period, each village had a head known as the Gramani. A group of villages forms a Vish, whose head was called Vishpati. Several Vish formed a Jani. Later, when the Jani settled into a specific region, it came to known as the Janapat. The head of the Jana was known as the Naripa or Raja. It means king. The main duties of the king were to protect the people, collect taxes, and run the administration effectively. In order to run the administration smoothly, the king appointed various officers, the Purohit, which means priest, and the Senapati of the army were officers of the special importance. The officer who collected the taxes was known as the Bhagudu. The Bhag means share. The person who collected the king's share of produce of Jana was called Bhagudu. There were four institutions who guided the king: Sabha, Samiti, Vivad, and Jana. The people of state participated in their working. Women too participated in the working of Sabha and Vivad. The Sabha consisted of senior citizens of the state, where the Samiti was a general body of the people. Later on, in the Vedic thought, Samriti and the Puranas were composed. After a period of time, the religious stream based on the Vedas, Samritis, Purans, and local traditions came to known as Hinduism. Also, with the Vedic stream, there were also religious trends which took a different position from the Vedic one regarding yajna rites and the Varna system. We will learn more about them in the next chapter. Let's get into exercise. First is name the following with reference to the lesson. First is wooden scholars in the Vedic literature. Second, means of entertainment in the Vedic period. Third, the fourth ashramas. Right or wrong? Rigveda mantras uttered during yajna. Samveda guidance on singing a mantra during yasna rites. Atharvaveda, the Veda derived its name from Atharva Rishi. Answer in one word each. The lead language of Vedic literature, the meaning of Ved, the head of family, the head of Shrenis. Name the following the musical instruments you know. Two modern ornaments of human. Today's means of entertainment. The fifth question is answer in short. What foods were included in the diet of Vedic people? Second, why were cows prized highly? What was a man expected to do in Sannyasashrama? Sixth is write notes on the religious ideas during the Vedic period, houses in the Vedic period, political system in the Vedic period. Last and not the least is activity. Interview some artisans in your locality and write about them. List the new words in the lessons and find their meaning. I hope you got this chapter and thank you so much.